You know what's crazy? While my marriage was falling apart, everybody around me knew something was wrong before I was willing to admit it. Everybody, my friends, my family, people I weren't that close with, were like, dude, she's cheating on you. And I remember saying abso-effing-lutely no. There's no way she's having an affair, not her. No way that she would do that to me. And looking back, I realized because I wasn't thinking logically, I was emotionally attached to the version of reality that I wanted to believe, not the reality that's itself. And I remember one weekend specifically, she told me she was driving home to visit her parents. It's about a 3.5 hour drive. And at that point, we were very far apart, fighting constantly. I knew something was wrong. Marriage was just about over. We were just completely detached. Everything was very tense. And I remember calling her again and again that night. No answer, no answer. Again, nothing. Honestly, I was pretty damn upset by that. But I just kept saying to myself, she just needs a minute. She needs some space. She needs to breathe. She's just driving. She just doesn't want to fight. That's actually pretty smart. That's what pain does. My pain explained away things that I shouldn't have ignored. But then the next morning, I called her mama. I'll never forget this moment. Her mom says, she's not here. What are you talking about? I haven't heard from her in over a week. Is everything okay? I mean, my stomach dropped. I went to cold sweats because suddenly nothing made sense. Nothing. And listen carefully, because this is why I'm telling you this story. If you're going through something like that, your relationship is falling apart, betrayal, constant fighting, separation, suspicion, emotional chaos, and you're still drinking, still drugging, still addicted to whatever it is that you're addicted to, still unhealthy, still overweight, still emotionally unstable. There is no possible way that you're going to get some clear thinking. None. You're operating from pain, not logic, and that's a hell of a place to be. And when you mix emotional pain with the addiction, or food addiction, or terrible health, your anxiety, untreated depression, your decision making is shit. It becomes dangerously shit. You become reactive instead of rational. You spiral. You obsess. You overthink. You just imagine crazy scenarios constantly. You become completely emotional and exhausted. And then eventually, you start making terrible decisions. That's exactly why I talk about it so much. Talk about accountability. Because accountability gives you structure when everything else, including your emotions, are out of control. Most men who are in that situation don't have that. Most men withdraw, drink, isolate, hide, pretend that I'm good. Or they just completely lose themselves trying to save a relationship while your own life and health is collapsing. Listen, man, Before you can fix any relationship, you better stabilize your own stuff, man. Your health matters. Your mind matters. Your habits are so important. Because if your blood sugar is through the roof, or your blood pressure's crazy, or you're drinking every day, you ain't sleeping, you're upset anyway, you're just emotionally spiraling. You ain't operating as the best version of yourself, and you can't make rational decisions. You're just kind of white knuckling into surviving, barely. I think that's one of the biggest reasons so many people destroy themselves during heartbreak, man. So sad. They try to process emotional trauma while physically and mentally falling apart at the exact same time. That combination is so brutal. It's awful. That's why starting over matters. That's why accountability matters. That's why I tell people to start walking, start eating better, start sleeping better. Start being honest with the person in the mirror. You gotta take control back of something, because once your health improves, your blood pressure improves, your thinking improves, your emotions calm down, your confidence changes, your reaction and your reaction time changes. Your entire life starts to change. And honestly, I don't know if I would have survived those years, physically or emotionally, if I had kept drinking and literally destroying myself physically. I really don't. Here's the thing. If you're in a place right now, you don't need more chaos, bro, sis. You need structure. You need some accountability. You need somebody that's on your side that will help you slow down a little bit to stop destroying yourself physically, emotionally, while you build your life. Rebuild. If you're starting over like me, hit the subscribe button and type "I'm in" if you're doing this too. And if you're serious about rebuilding your life and you want some accountability or somebody to walk alongside of you to help you, message me. Maybe I can help you. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you on the next one.